Hello my dear students, how are you? I hope all of you are fine and staying at home safely. This is your teacher Nasim Ahmed from Ideal Public School Kathigura. Students, we have come up to the end of this chapter. This is microorganisms and this is the second chapter of Class 8 Science. We have already done two parts of this chapter where we have discussed everything about microorganisms. This is the last part, so I suggest you before watching this video you go and check the first and the second part first, okay? And I will provide the link of the first and second part in the description box. You can watch the videos by clicking the link on the description. So without any further ado, let's get started. Students, in the last two videos we have covered the whole topics from the beginning up to the types of microorganisms. Now we'll be covering vaccine, protection and preservation of food and food poisoning. So let's start with the first topic of today's video, vaccine. Students, on Sundays have you taken your younger brother or sister to the school for taking polio drops like him? Or have you seen in the schools the medical persons are coming and they are giving injection to the students? What are these? These are actually vaccines. Let's start the explanation of vaccine. Students, when a disease carrying microbe enters our body, the body produces antibodies, okay, to fight the invader, which is the outsider, which is actually the disease. The body also remembers how to fight the microbe if it enters again. So after the recovery, then the body will be aware about the antibody which it need to produce when enters similar kind of microbe again in the body, okay? So if dead or weakened microbes are introduced in a healthy body, the body fights and kills them by producing suitable antibodies. When the dead and weakened microbes are introduced in a healthy body, the body learns how to fight with that microbe because the microbes cannot grow, they are dead, either dead or weakened. So by this way the antibodies remain in the body and we are protected from the disease causing microbes. This is how vaccine works. Several diseases including cholera, tuberculosis, smallpox and hepatitis can be prevented by vaccination. So you see, these are some diseases that can be prevented by the use of vaccines. So what is the main theory of vaccine? Here you see the diseases are being caused by the outside microorganisms that enters in the body. So if the body understands what kind of antibodies should be secreted so that it can defeat the disease, so for that reason dead or weakened microbes are introduced in the body, okay, so that it learns how to fight with that kind of microbe, and if this kind of microbes enters in the body in future, then the body already knows what kind of antibodies should be secreted and they can easily beat the disease, okay. Children are given injections to protect themselves against several diseases. Necessary vaccines are available in hospitals also, okay. Vaccinations are given to children for protection against polio under Pulse Polio program. So I have told you already, I have shown you the picture already. Polio drops given to children are actually a vaccine. This is called oral vaccination. So you can understand this. This kind of vaccination is called oral vaccination, where the children are being given drops so that they can be protected against some kind of disease. So polio is one kind of disease that can be prevented by oral vaccination. These days vaccines are made on a large scale from microorganisms to protect humans and other animals from several diseases. And as we all know, the scientists are searching for the vaccine of this coronavirus, okay, and we hope that it will be prepared very soon so that we can get cured. Students, now let's talk about protection and preservation of food. So we have known that the microorganisms can spoil food. So how these food can be protected? The food material like milk, fruits, vegetables, meat, fish and cooked food gets spoiled easily. We know about this. If you take milk, fruit, vegetable, meat, fish or cooked, any kind of cooked food in contact of air, then after some times it can get spoiled. This is because they contain a lot of water, due to which the food spoiling microorganisms can grow in them easily. So these microorganisms are responsible for the spoilage of food. The process in which the food materials are given a suitable physical or chemical treatment to prevent their spoilage is called food preservation. So this is the definition of food preservation. As you can see from here, you can note it down in the copy. The process in which the food materials are given a suitable physical or chemical treatment. That means we are changing the food physically or chemically so that the spoiling microorganisms cannot grow on the food easily. This process is called food preservation. So how this food preservation is done, let's see. Students, following are the some of the methods by which food can be preserved. Okay, first one is sun drying or dehydration. That means the food is taken in the sun so that the sun can dry the water present on the food. Then you have heating, cooling, deep freezing, addition of common salt, addition of sugar, addition of mustard oil and vinegar. So you can see this thing here in your house. When the pickles are prepared, the pickles of mango or pickles of any kind of fruit, they are being mixed with vinegar. They cannot get spoiled easily. Use of special chemical preservatives, then pasteurization, packing food in airtight packets so that they cannot get in contact with air and they can be preserved. Students, we have come at the end of this chapter. The last topic that we'll be discussing here is food poisoning. If food are not preserved properly, so in the last topic we have understood about preservation of food. So if the food are not preserved properly, then what happens? Microorganisms grow in it and make the food poisonous. Okay, make the food poisonous. Poisonous food can cause serious illness and even death. So it is essential to prevent the food from poisoning before it is consumed. So you can see here, this is a piece of bread and these fungus are growing on it. By this way they make the food poisonous, and if you eat it, then you will have serious disease inside you and even death. Okay, and even death. So this is the end of this chapter. I hope you have understood my discussion. If you have any doubt regarding this chapter, you can ask me in the comment box, or you can directly call me, or you can WhatsApp me. Thank you for watching the video. I hope this is helping you in your self-study, and this is very much important for you because you have exams after the vacation and you have to do well in exams. So without any further ado, I'm signing off. God bless.